The Patriots were struck with some bad news when cornerback Jack Jones was arrested at Logan Airport last Friday and is accused of attempting to carry 2 loaded guns in his carry-on while going through airport security. Now, Jones was arraigned on Tuesday in East Boston Municipal Court, and joining me now in the PNC Bank Sports Studios, defense attorney Ben Urbelis, who will help us break down some of the potential consequences if Jones is convicted. Now, first of all, thank you for joining us, but according to Massachusetts State Police, Jones has been charged with 2 counts each of possession of a concealed weapon in a secure area of an airport, possession of ammunition without a firearm identification card, unlawful possession of a firearm, carrying a loaded firearm, and possession of a large capacity feeding device. These are all pretty serious charges. What do you make of them?
Well, he's charged with some very serious firearms charges, the most serious being the possession or carrying of a large capacity feeding device, which is basically what was attached to the firearm, allegedly, is a feeding device that is capable of carrying at least 10 rounds. That carries if convicted, mandatory minimum prison sentence of up to from 2.5 years up to 10 years.
So if you're Jones, what is the possible defense in this situation?
Well, having heard from his attorney outside of court today, I think that the defense is that he didn't know that these guns were in his bag. And I think that a reasonable person can say, well, that makes sense, because who the heck would put a bag up on the carousel to be checked if it was loaded with high-capacity firearms? So it looks like the knowledge element, which needs to be proven by the government beyond a reasonable doubt, is going to be what they're attacking.
Yeah, and team aside, obviously we're unsure yet what will happen with him and the Patriots, but what is he looking at in terms of, prison time in Massachusetts with the gun laws here?
Well, if he's convicted, he's in the hands of a very good defense attorney in Rosemary Scarpicchio, so it looks like that they're going to be attacking this case full force. If he does end up convicted of the charges as they stand now, it would be a minimum of 2.5 years in state prison that he would have to serve because of that most serious charge. And then they go on from there.
And then if you're him, do you enter a plea deal? What do you think is the most common route that someone in this situation may take?
Well, every case is different, and obviously he entered not guilty pleas today. That's par for the course at arraignment. As the case goes forward, his defense attorney will have to determine the strengths and weaknesses of the case and go from there. But it looks like they're going to go full force and take this case to trial and hope for an acquittal.
Yeah, Ben, and looking at the timeline for all of this for Patriots fans at home right now, how long does a case like this typically last?
If it's going to go to trial, it's certainly going to go on well beyond next season. Could be a year, could be 2 years, especially given the severity of the charges.
Would you say that people from out of state maybe just aren't as familiar with the gun laws in Massachusetts? I've heard Massachusetts is one of the most difficult states in that regard.
We do have the strictest, most likely, gun laws in the United States of America. It is true that different states have different laws, but when you come to Massachusetts, you are subjected to the laws here in Massachusetts.
Well, thank you so much, Ben. That's right. Jack Jones will be back in court in August, I believe. So we won't really have any more updates on the legal end until then. But as for what will happen with him and the Patriots, has yet to be seen as well. Thanks so much for joining us, Ben.
Thanks for having me.